This is a pet guide for Grow a Garden. I'm going to show you how pets work, how to level them up, how to get different pets, what they do, what pets are good and stuff. I also made a video of the best and worst pets tier list. You can check that out as well afterwards if you want to see the best and worst pets. So in order to get pets, there's a few ways. The most basic way is from the pet shop that's on one side of this area. You can see it off in the distance over there. You can also get them from events. There are event-based pets like this from the Wise Old Owl. You turn the lunar points, and then you can slowly get all the rewards, and some of the rewards are to get the owl. There's the kiwi and the hedgehog from there. Also, with the Blood Moon event, some nights there'll be a Blood Moon event, and there'll be a little portal thing right here that you can, like a shop, and you can buy the Blood Kiwi and the Blood Owl and the Blood Hedgehog from there. And those ones are really expensive, and they're not always in stock. But so there's event-based pets. Then the other way, like I was saying a second ago, is you can go over to the pet shop, and every 30 minutes, they'll refresh the eggs, and you can buy the eggs. If you see an egg here, you can actually spend Robux to buy more of them if you want. You can also spend Robux in order to refresh the shop, although it's kind of it's not that expensive, but it's, you know, it's affordable if you want to spend Robux. I usually don't, though. I just wait it out. So yeah, every 30 minutes you want to check this. There's also this guy here, and this guy, you can sell your pets to him. If you have pets that like extra pets and don't want them, you can also check how much they're worth, and he'll give you a little bit of guide about how pets get older. So speaking of pets getting older, let's actually get to the pets. So what you do is you put them in your garden, and then you can click on them, and you can pick them back up. You can feed them, and you can view them. If you click view, you can see what your pet does. So for example, the Golden Lab, which in my opinion is the best of the common pets, maybe the best of uncommon as well. This one, every 57 seconds, has about a 10% chance to dig up a random seed. That can include bean seeds. So you get bean. That's how I got my first beanstalk, was from my Golden Lab. So they have age here. So what happens is, as long as their hunger is greater than 0, then they will get EXP every second. And that will age them up, which makes them just do slightly better, numbers in here. It'll increase these numbers a little bit for most of these pets. So they slowly run out of food. If they're completely full, that'll keep them fed for 12 hours of real life time. Even if you're offline, they're still getting older and they're still burning through their food. So in order to feed them, you just need to grab some kind of fruit or something to feed them with. So I can grab this bean, and then I can look for one of them. I can go to, you have to go to your inventory if it's not on your bar, go to here, try to find what you want to feed. Say this beanstalk, for example. And now let me find, I don't know, sometimes in my farm it is awful trying to find these guys. Okay, I found them. So we can click feed when we have this in our inventory, and it'll feed him. Now the dog has a very small hunger, so I've overfed him 5 times. So that maxed him out. He is now up to max hunger. So the more rare pets, though, they'll have a higher hunger bar. So when I look at like this monkey, for example, this is really hard to click him. There we go. Instead of a 1200 max, he has 8000 max hunger. So the rare pets, you'll have to feed them more food in order to get them filled up. So like if you want a really rare pet, it's kind of hard to keep them fed until you're like more late game with beanstalks and grapes and, dragon fruit, etc. And then also, when you feed them, if the fruit is celestial, if the fruit is shocked, if it's a giant fruit, all those things matter. The more valuable the fruit, the more it will feed them. So if you want to, you can just take like a celestial, apple. And that will suddenly, even though a normal apple might give 1%, a celestial apple might give like 25%. So if you're in a hurry or you just want to do it that way, you can feed them that way. It's a lot easier, which I kind of recommend when you're on a phone, just because clicking the pets on the phone is really hard when they're moving around. So the other reason that you want the pets to age is at the pet shop, the pet salesman, you can show me pet info here. You click that. And what you can do here is you can trade in pets in order to give you more pet slots and more egg slots. So the eggs, you can only put down 3 at a time, and the pets, you can only put down 3 at a time. But if you take one of these pets, like say this hedgehog, for example, and I don't want this anymore, so let me trade him in for another pet slot, confirm. Now I can equip one more pet. Now I can have 4 pets. And in order to do that, I had to have a pet that was age 20 or above, and then I could trade it in. Then for the next level, to where I can have 5 pets, I'll need a pet that is age 30 or higher, and I'll have to trade that in. When I trade it in, it's gone. I basically am selling it. So I can go over here. I also have this dog that I could trade in order to unlock an extra egg slot. And that'll just keep going on all the way till you get the max number of pet slots. So I highly recommend doing that. One of the strategies for that is to always have down one pet that you really don't care about, that you don't mind getting rid of. So say a bunny, for example. I could put down a bunny, and then the bunny, it is something that I barely have to feed. It only has 1100 hunger. And I don't really want a bunny. Bunnies are one of the most worthless garbage pets in the game. They're terrible, okay? So you just leave a bunny and just make sure it's fed, and then once it gets aged high enough, you trade it in for more pet slots. So yeah, I would definitely keep 1 or 2, or if you just want to get pet slots, make all your pets just bad ones that you want to trade in for a few days until they're all high enough age, and then just start trading them in for more pet slots, then put down the pets that you want. It's up to you which way you want to do it, but that's the general strategy to unlock the pet slots faster and the egg slots faster. So the egg slots, I didn't talk about the eggs. So in order to hatch these eggs, in order to get more pets, what you have to do is you have to put eggs down. So you see these eggs here? I put these down already. Let me hatch this night egg. This was an event egg. The night egg's from the event. And I got, oh, the raccoon. That's great. Raccoon's actually kind of rare. That's super nice. But now I have a raccoon. And so what I can do is I can go in here and I can take this bug egg, for example, the rarest non-event egg. I just bought one of these. It was 50 million. So you click it, get it in your hands, and then you literally just click somewhere in your garden. It'll put it down, and then it has a certain amount of time till it grows, until it's like ready to hatch. You can skip that if you want to spend Robux, but otherwise you'll have to wait. And there are some pets that speed it up. Oh, another hedgehog. Ew. I don't like hedgehogs. But anyway, there are pets that speed it up. So, for example, I can't remember which one it was. Oh, yeah, the chicken speeds it up, and the rooster, if you have one. The rooster's the better version of the chicken. This will make eggs hatch 20% faster. And there's a few other ones in there that'll make eggs hatch faster. Just whenever you get a pet, you just put it down and see what it does. And if it's one that will help you with eggs or pets, then you just go ahead and use it if you want to, if you're into doing that. So another thing here, the most basic egg hatches really fast. So if I put down a basic egg, it's only 10 minutes. And then the bug egg, which is the rarest, takes 8 hours. Everything else is going to be between those. So uncommon, I think, is 20 minutes. Rare is like an hour or 30 or something. And then it goes on up from there. It gets exponential the higher it goes. And like I said, you could skip growth, and it's going to cost 49 Robux. And for the bug egg, it costs also 49. So if you are going to spend Robux in order to skip an egg, I would highly recommend waiting to do that for an egg like a bug egg that takes 8 hours if you're going to spend Robux. Now, there are also pets that make your other pets level up faster, specifically the owls. So blood owl is the best owl, then night owl, then normal owl. And these ones will make your pets just get more experience every second. So that'll level things up faster. And then the mice, they get bonus XP to themselves. So they just level up faster in general as well. So if you end up with extra mice, you could try leveling these up and then turning these in for more pet slots as well. And that's just if you want to get more pets. Other than that, it's really, you got to decide which pets are the best. Generally, the pets that are the best, like the dragonfly, for example, it's the rarest from the eggs, bug eggs, and it's the only divine pet in the game currently right now. It's the best pet because it every 5 minutes turns a random fruit or crop or something into a golden one, which makes it worth 50 times more money. But a lot of the pets that you're trying to get, it's just like how much money do they make you? Do they do something that makes you make more money is the main thing. The only other thing is like, it's either that or are they making your eggs hatch faster? Are they making your pets level up faster? Or the one exception, the one oddball is the mole. I don't know if I have one. I don't think I have one yet. The mole will randomly get items, and so there's a small chance the mole could get a night staff, which will let you get more lunar points faster whenever you get free night staffs. So there's a lot to do with pets. So each one you get, I mean, it's just luck whichever ones you get. So, you know, just as you get them, put them down, and you'll have to make decisions about which ones you want. Now, if you want to know the best and worst pets, I made a whole 15-minute video on that. You can look around this YouTube, try to find it. It might be, I think it probably will be in the description of this video, the link for it. And I made a pets tier list, and I went from, you know, the worst pets to the best pets, ranked them, you know, S through D rank, and you can see that if you want to see best to worst pets. But that's it for this pet guide. Hopefully it helped you out. Hopefully it answered all your questions. Hopefully now you have a better idea of how pets work and how to do more stuff with pets faster in Grow a Garden.